Francis, it's my break time. Come and take over.
Yo, Abdul, I thought you was covering me. You know I gotta go home and look after Harry the hamster. He gets lonely when he's on his own. Where is he? Bro, this job is peak, my brother. Hello, welcome to Big John's. My name's John. Hello. 3 nuggets. Oh, yo. 3 nuggets, my brother. Yeah? With chips? Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. You got any sauce? Thank you very much. I'm on training, first day on the job. They said I can wear anything I want, so.
All I want to know is, does it taste nice?
Big John's with big ideas and even bigger execution. Let's go straight into it. Menu choices and value for money. Let's talk about menu choices because it's vast and grand. It's the whole breadth of the United Kingdom in a restaurant. You've got all your kind of options there. They range from the deli kind of Indian kind of cuisine all the way up to the standard English fish and chips for Andy and Jake down at the pub. Yeah, you got the pizzas as well. You've got the kebabs. You've got the chicken. The list goes on and on and on. You got the peri. Wow. So you lot have really analysed the geophysical makeup of where you are in the United Kingdom. Because we're in Birmingham. You've got all races. Yeah, equal rights and justice. And all demographics. So Big John's, you're catering to everyone with that kind of menu there. It's my first day on the job. So we ordered the build your own 20-inch pizza. That works out to be 16 slices. With the toppings consisting of pepperoni, jalapenos, chicken tikka. We went for a bit of red onions, a bit of tandoori chicken, and that was £19.99. And then we went for the classic fish and chips, corn fish and chips, yeah? £8.49. And then we went for the 6 hot wings at £2.99. When we look at the multiplication and addition, this all comes up to £31.47. No fish. Thank you for the fish. I was very lonely without the fish. Yeah, come together, family, you know? Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. Obviously, Bossman was feeling generous, so he gave me an on-the-house milkshake and on-the-house 2 pieces of chicken. But that will not corrupt the scores, yeah? But worth mentioning. So let's talk about value for money. Because first thing first, they've said this is the biggest pizza in the United Kingdom. So they say, at a grand total 20 inches. But when I took out the size itcher to do the generic tape measurement test, they were 1 inch short of greatness. They need the Viagra to stand up their thing because they're coming in at 19 inches. On the 20 inches, giving me 19 inches, like I ain't gonna find out. Yeah, but I found out it's a bad thing. Obviously, when we talk about the size itcher on the wings now, the wings were on a miniature scale. Some were anorexic, some were anemic, some were obese, some were borderline obese. You know, I'm going to the gym, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. But yeah, the wings weren't on job. When we talk about the fish and chips now, the fish maintain length, they maintain density. So the actual cod, the actual fish was a decent size. I would say the fish and chips, which come up to £8.49, that could have probably been more in the £6 region potentially. But yeah, man, overall, it's satisfactory. It's not amazing, it's not the worst, it's satisfactory. So menu choices and value for money, I'm giving you guys 7.5 out of 10. Because look, you guys frauded the system, claiming benefits for a bad back. But I'm seeing you out in Dubai doing the boogie woogie with man like Jalal and them man there, claiming the benefits and that. So you like need to pattern up on them inches that you're stealing off society and give them back, yeah? Pay back to the community you live in. But overall, menu choices and value for money, 7.5 out of 10. Are you sure you don't want no barbecue? Before we eat, let's pray. In the city of Birmingham, the boys from Lazelles, Handsworth, and Alum Rock asked Francis one simple question. Does it taste nice? Francis said, let's hit the belly and find out. Okay, son, it's dinner time. So first bite and overall taste. Let's break it down. First of all, let's talk about the fish and chips, because this is where their thing excels. You're greeted by the nice, fresh kind of caressingness of the fish. The fish touched my soul, because when I broke it open and I could identify individual flakes, it reminds me of the cornflake box. No two flakes are the same, but they go down the same. You could really tell that it was fresh. The coating itself had a nice little taste on it, but I have to be honest, it was very, very, very oily. So the final little notch to greatness, it weren't there. They weren't scoring that stoppage time goal to win them the Champions League. What can I say? When we move on to the pizza now, another oily heart attack waiting to happen. Obviously, when we talk about the actual physical makeup of the pizza, the dough itself is a thin dough, but even though it's thin, it's not maintaining its fluffiness and its lightness. It's a stodgy thinness, very stodgy to eat, very dense. I like the novelty behind a 20-inch pizza, something that they're saying is the biggest in the UK. Applauds to you, but the overall taste is too much salt, too much oil, and I'm not really greeted with a kind of freshness of flavors. The pepperoni on there weren't particularly the freshest, but I did like the kind of peppery, kind of little salty taste that it gives, along with the vegetables that I've put on there, the sweet corn, the red onion, and so on and so forth. But yeah, the pizza weren't really amazing. I mean, the only saving grace potentially was the look of the thing, because the taste weren't really of a grand stature, like Margaret Thatcher. It was moving like Tony Blair and them, man. They're going to war for no reason on a madman thing. So you lot need to reel that back in and go back to the drawing board for the pizza. Let's move on to the 2 complimentary chicken pieces. I'll just quickly brush over them because they weren't really a part of my order, yeah? I think there was a little hemorrhage problem because the meat closest to the bone was kind of pinkish. Chicken's a bit pink. So I don't know if they rushed the cooking process on that, but it was a bit mad. And obviously the coating on the chicken, it has a little peppery kind of aromatic taste, but there isn't really anything really standing out. So I don't know what kind of coating they're using for the chicken, because that's the same coating they're using for the wings. And when we move into the wings, some of the wings were anemic, some of the wings were bolo and dense, my brother, yeah? I think some of the wings had another cartilage, little knee area problem. Oh, this one's ready. Had a little hemorrhage problem, my brother. They were displaying a little blood hemorrhage, showing a little redness around the blood area with the cartilage and that. But I would say the wings were decent. They weren't that bad, to be fair. Other than the oil that was seemed to be on everything, the wings weren't that bad compared to other elements such as the pizza. So first bite and overall taste, Big John's, I'm giving you a respectable 7.25 out of 10. Because look, I think the fact that everything's drenched in oil really drenched the overall scores and brought them down to ground level. If there weren't oil involved and everything had more flavors, you lot could have been in the canopies. But right now, you're just in the undergrowth, so you lot need to raise your thing, yeah? I mean, if I was to categorize them, I would say the fish from the fish and chips was the best, followed by the wings, followed by the chicken pieces, followed by the pizza, and jointly last comes the chips, if not the pizza being last. So yeah, when we talk about first bite and overall taste, it had its ups and downs. It wasn't the worst, but it was far from the best, in my humble, honest opinion. Fish and chips, yeah? So let's move on to cleanliness and customer service. I mean, let's talk about cleanliness first. It was a large, well-oiled machine. There was a lot of things going on. So I arrived late in the evening, so everything isn't going to be tip-top. So I take that into account with what I'm about to say next. Obviously, first thing that stood out for me is you lot got the spindle with the tandoori chicken just chilling in the sink. What are you lot trying to do? Give my man a bath or something? You're trying to wash him down before serving the thing. How you lot got the chicken in the sink just coasting? I'm walking past the chicken said, you all right, mate? I just have to say, yeah, you all right? This shouldn't be happening, my brother. That's a big no-no, Big John's, yeah? The only thing I need to see in the sink is hands and plates. No tandoori, yeah? No korma, yeah? Fix up that, yeah? There was oil splashes here, there, and everywhere. Obviously, like I said before, the fact that it was a very busy operation, I can let that slide. I'm keeping it in the realms of reality, because this is real life, yeah? This ain't no soap opera. Like, the only way is Essex and them things there. This is real life, yeah? Man, them got their gloves on and all them things there. So elements of cleanliness are being attained to. So well done for that. As a whole, the cleanliness was okay, just about satisfactory. So let's talk about customer service. I can see there's a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of dedication, pride, honor, a lot of commitment in this well-oiled machine, and the staff that are a part of this machine, a part of the turning cogs. It's like they're trained well, they're trained regimental style, like the Marine Corps, you get me? They're doing their thing properly. Obviously, the lady who I spoke to was very receptive. The engagement was of a satisfactory level. The politeness and the etiquette and the professionalism was also there. I do think there were times when the customer service was potentially rushed. That might be because of the fact that it was so busy in there, but I can let that slide. I'm a fair man. But yeah, the customer service was equally as good. Obviously, everyone was smiley, everyone was focusing on their particular task. And yeah, it was a well-oiled machine, and I felt at home. The customer service was good. So cleanliness and customer service, I'm giving you guys 7.5 out of 10. Because look, in terms of cleanliness, I think you guys need to implement a revolution in how you operate. Because I think cleaning as you go will really help the overall appearance at any time of the day with the back kitchen and all those kind of areas. But obviously, front of house, which is what the customer's really seeing, was exceptionally clean. So props to you for that. And obviously customer service, top notch. Full of vibes, full of energy, and a very welcoming place. So let's look at the overall scores for Big John's, because I've got big hopes for you lot, yeah? So boom, out of a possible 30 marks, Big John's have scored 22.25 out of 30. Now look, that's a stable score. Obviously, it might get a bit touch and go when you guys finish 17th in the Premier League table every season. I don't know if it's 17th relegation, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Yeah, you're saved if you finish 17th. So your thing's stable, innit? Obviously, just invest big like Newcastle and you won't get relegated, in theory. But yeah, keep doing your thing, yeah? 22.25 out of 30. So I know what you want to know. You're asking me, does it taste nice? And my answer is, I'm not particularly sure, because hear me out. The oil that just drowned my esophagus and my soul and my inner arteries really let down the entire experience. Aesthetically, everything is good. The front of the store looks beautiful. The drive-through process is beautiful. If you want to move the next number along, please, yeah? The seating arrangement is beautiful. But the taste is just not, it's just not there. And I wanted it to be there. I had so much hope for you guys. You guys were like the children that I never had, because I stick by my children that I don't have. Do you get it? But you guys, too much oil, too much salt. I want distinguishing individual flavors to wow me. So I'm not particularly sure. Oil is not your friend. It is your enemy. William Wordsworth and Shakespeare. So make sure you head to Big John's, yeah? Birmingham. They've got about 17 branches, yeah? So you know I went to one of them. So you head to one of them as well, yeah? Try them out. See if you experience what I experienced. But if you didn't experience what I experienced, tell Big John's that I'm gutting, or tell me in the comment section that I'm gutting, and we'll take it from there, yeah? Put me on the landing, you don't know. Say thank you for visiting the Big John's, yeah? We're open till AM till PM, yeah?